So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Monday, new trading week started. So let's have a look just really quick the economic calendar, what we can expect about high impact news. You can see this week, Friday, the non-farm payrolls, but other days also lots of high impact news. Today is Monday. You can see today no news basically. Tomorrow we have one high impact news from the USA, and Wednesday we have loads of high impact news from UK, Europe, USA, and Canada. So Wednesday will be really volatile. Thursday you can see also lots of high impact news from Japan, Europe, UK, and USA. And Friday is the non-farm payroll. So we have two high impact news from the USA and two from Europe. So this week, if you have running trade on USD, GBP, Euro, Canadian dollar, or GPY, you definitely need to following what time is the high impact news, and you need to protect your capital. So now let's go on the chart and let's have a look what is the probability for this week. Let's start with gold then. So if we check the weekly, you can see the overall picture it's bullish. If you check the structure on this leg, you can see it's create low highs and lower lows. And actually, if we check the weekly, we can see the break of structure at this point. The market, so the last week wasn't too volatile, the market, but before was the FOMS news what pushed the price really low. I can't use too many things, just this FIBO from low to end. Actually, we can see the price closed a little bit to the 78.60, but it's still not broke the last higher low structure. So if we just check this leg, you can see we have low, we have high, we have higher low, we have higher high, we have higher low, and we have higher high, and looks like it's still at the moment looks like it's create the higher low level. You can see I already set the weekly important level, the weekly 78.60, the weekly previous high, and the weekly minus 27 level. And if I'm going just a little bit closer to the chart, so it was the FOMS trading week and it was the last trading week. You can see the huge difference between the huge red and the small blue candles. So it means the last week wasn't too volatile. And if I'm going on the daily, you can see basically on the daily it looks like just ranging, making sideways moves. And I think what we can use, you see we have push to the upside, then it's created the first red candle. I know the trend line is a little bit ugly, but we know exactly on the bigger picture it was only fake breakout and nothing else. On the daily, I can place the FIBO from low to high, and basically you can see the price only tapped the 61.80, and it's still making sideways moves. If I'm going on the 4 hour, it's looking much better. So I think still possible is take out the liquidity to the downside, coming back to the 78.60, then start pushing to the upside. Also, we can see if we check the structure here, it's create lower highs and lower lows, and actually the last lower high level it's not broken. So the 4 hour is still looking bearish for me, and basically we can say that the 4 hour turn for bullish once the last lower high level it's broken. But actually you can see now it's just making sideways moves, the market making lots of liquidity below and above the consolidation zone. And just adjust a little bit the bigger time frame trend line, and I'm going back to the daily, and let's place the daily important levels. What is the previous high? Let's use the one number. Place the daily previous high. Then the daily minus 27. And the daily minus 68. And just one more thing. So what we are expecting is the daily 7860. Actually, we can keep the numbers, just change the text. Daily 78.6. So that's all on the daily. Let's have a look at the 4 hour. So on the 4 hour, we can see the price just making the sideways moves. It's consolidating, and you can see loads of equal lows at this point. Here is the 7860. Let's have a look. The fit trick, you can see the 127 is matches with the 61.80, or if you want, we can use this low to this high, and you can see the 161.80 also matches with the daily 7860. So what I'm expecting now, I'm expecting the price from this point start pushing to the downside, take out the liquidities, and after we will see. If it starts pushing to the upside, broke this trend line, make the break of structure at this point, we can expect pullback again, and after the push to the upside to the daily previous high and the daily minus 27, and if the price makes this move, probably if I put the Fibo from low to high, it will be exactly the minus 27, the daily previous high. You see, and basically the entry is the 7860 or at the 61.80. We need to follow the move. So this is my expectation on gold. I'm waiting the price reach with the 1768, 1767 level, and after it will be pushing to 1789, then trend line broke, structure broken, create the pullback and continue to the upside. And if the price broke the last lower high level on the H4, we can expect extremely big upside move in the upcoming days. So this is my expectation on gold. Do you have any question or everything is clear? Okay. No question, no answer.
Yeah, brilliant.
Everything is clear, bro. It's pretty nice.
Okay, thanks. So yeah, just matter of the time. We just need to wait the price reach with this level. Let's have a look. US 30. So we check the bigger time frame. You can see that the news week was pretty bearish. Then the price recovered the huge move last week, and actually we expecting this huge pullback, because if I put the Fibo from high to low, you can see the price came back to the 7860 level. What is the trend line? And if you check the structure on the daily, on the weekly, you can see it's make the break of structure here, and it's create. So we have high, we have low, we have lower high, and we have a lower low. So now we are waiting the next lower high level, and we are waiting for the final move. What is the huge push to the downside? So that was the weekly minus 27. That's the weekly previous low level. Let's use the wrong number. Just let's use the 50 slightly above to the previous low. And what is important at the moment, the price reach with the 7860 level. Okay, so on the weekly, you already talk from the structure, and on the daily it's looking more clear. So it was clear break, and you see here is the high, low, lower high, lower low, and possibility now it's create the next lower high level. Let's have a look at the fib trick. If I put it from low to high, you can see the price almost the minus 27. It's really close to the 78.60. So we have one more confirmation for this strong level. We don't need any more, and I'm going to the H4 level. So on the H4, if we check the structure, you can see on the currently leg it's still bullish. We have low, we have high, high, low, high, 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 low, high, 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 low, high, 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 low, and here is the last higher high level. We can draw the trend line from this low to this high. Actually, I'm start from a little bit higher, and you see the price start pushing to the upside. Actually, I think it's perfect. So yeah, it started pushing to the downside. The price created the first red candle, but if we check the structure, currently the 4 hours still bullish. So what we can expect now, it's two things, or actually three. The price can be pushed back to 618 or 78.60, and can be continue still higher. Or the second one, it broke the 78.60, broke the 61.80, and it broke the trend line and make the break of structure on the 4 hour. You know exactly then the 4 hour structure also changing from bullish to bearish. Then we can expect the pullback from this point, and after the huge drop to the downside. So at the moment, what I'm expecting and what I'm waiting on Euro USD, US 30, it's still pushed to the downside, and I'm just waiting how the price reject the 61.80 or 78.60. Actually, I think 78.60 is better. So at this point, so if the price reject the 78.60 and on the lower time frame, I can find some entry and try to take a long position. If the price just smashing the 78.60 and broke the previous high-low structure, I'm waiting a little bit deeper push to the downside, then I know the structure is changed from bullish to bearish. Then I'm waiting for the pullback. I'm not trading the pullback, and I'm just trying to take a short, and I want to continue with the overall bearish direction. So this is the two scenario on US 30, what I'm waiting at the moment. Do you have any question?
Koben, do you class that that trend line you've drawn there above the top as a counter trend line with the overall trend being bullish, or are you sort of still looking at just bearish setups?
Yeah, basically, you know, that's the counter trend, because if we already checked the bigger time frame, the bigger time frame trend, it's already changed from bullish to bearish. So yeah, this is basically the counter trend line.
Perfect, thank you.
And you know, basically we can do another one from this low to this high, but you know, that only on the trend line. What already broken the bigger time frame, it's still respected. So daily, weekly, it's bearish. 4 hour, it's bullish. And if we are going on the 1 hour, you can see also on the 1 hour, it was the last high-low level. So what does it mean? The 1 hour also bullish. This is not the last real high-low because it's not confirmed with the higher high. So actually, possible we will see something like this. The price coming to 78.60, then make the break of structure, create the inverse head and shoulder, pull back, and we are going to the upside. Also, we can say that this red candle is order block 2, what matches with the 78.60 level. So yeah, this level is definitely really, really important. And the question, the price will be reversal at this point, or just straight away smash down this level, and then the 1 hour, so the 15 minutes, Well, the lower time frame already changed to bearish, but the 1 hour, 4 hour, it's still bullish. So if the 1 hour, 4 hour also turn to bearish, everything shows the price will be dropped due to the downside.
Perfect, thank you.
You're welcome. Who was the other guy? Okay, let's have a look at the next one, Euro USD. Okay, so on Euro USD, I think it's looking really similar than gold, just it's not make that crazy push to the downside. So let's have a look.
Who is that guy?
You can see the structure, it's create lower highs and lower lows. And actually at this point, you see last bullish leg make the break of structure. So for me, the bigger time frame is bullish, and you can see the price was really close to the 78.60, but actually it's reversed a little bit higher. And after the strong bearish candle, the last week was quite solid. It's create one bullish candle, what wasn't so big. I just put the Fibo from low to high. You can see I already set the 78.60 weekly previous high and the weekly minus 27. So that's on the weekly time frame. On the daily, you can see similar thing. What we can see on gold, you see the price the last 5 days just consolidating, and maybe we can have a look one thing. If I place the Fibo from low to high, where is the 61.80 and where is the 78.60? So that's the daily minus 68, daily minus 27. That's the daily previous high. Daily 61.80. Daily 78.60. So that's all in the daily. I'm going on the 4 hour. We can see the price also make some consolidation. So possible first the price take out the liquidity. Let's have a look at the last low.
Vince, do you see that as a head and shoulder, that one, first one?
This one?
Yes.
Yes, we can say that. And you can see basically the 61.80 and the 127 is matches perfectly. So below these lows, loads of liquidity. I think first the price will be taken out. You can see the daily 61.80 matches with the 127, and I think you know exactly this red candle also looks like the order block.